AC Magic TV, and we're coming to you live from Kennywood Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This ride in front of us is called the Kennywood Aero 360. As you can see, you kind of circle around in 360-degree angles. Get some pretty good G's there, so unfortunately here at Kennywood you cannot film on the rides, not even with the GoPro. This is Kennywood Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's a local amusement park here. It's been here over 100 years. It was started out as a picnic grove area and became what it is known now. If you're liking the stream, make sure you hit the like button, share out the stream, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you for coming. We'll go and take a look around. This new yellow roller coaster here is going to be called the Steel Curtain. They're still trying to finish it up by the end of the summer, so we'll see what happens. And we'll get a better view of it when we go up on the bridge. Kennywood is a family park. It's been here, like I said, over 100 years. A lot of different types of amusement rides here. A lot of them, your typical carnival rides. And they have a lot of refreshment stands that feature various foods like barbecue, pizza, ice cream, pretzels, popcorn, Philly's cheesesteaks, chicken fries. We'll go up here and you can see a better view of the lake, or the lagoon area where they're building the new Steel Curtain roller coaster. And they have a lot of different rides. They also have a Thomastown, a Kittyland, and they have 3 wooden roller coasters and 3 steel coasters. Right now the only one that's up and running as a steel coaster is the Revenge of the Phantom, which we'll see a little bit later. But like I said, right there is the new Steel Curtain roller coaster that they're building here. Hopefully it'll be open midsummer. Over there is the wooden coaster called the Racer. And then that one is the Jackrabbit over there. One unique thing about the coasters here is Kennywood, whoever designed them, built them into the hillside because there's some natural hillsides, and it helped them with the cost of getting the coaster up and running. Over there is the paratrooper ride. The merry-go-round. And it actually has old-time music there. As you can see, the little organ type of This is the merry-go-round. Hello, Tiffy Bell. Hello, Chris, Disney World Adventures. Just taking a stroll around Kennywood Park here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just kind of showing some of the rides. Unfortunately, you cannot stream on the rides. Right in front of us is the Pagoda ice cream stand. And you can get ice cream. I believe they feature Dole Whip. Hello, Zippity Doo Dad. Thank you for joining. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and please share out the stream to others. We're just kind of going around the park for a little bit, show some of the rides and some of the areas. This park is over 100 years old, and I pretty much grew up at this park and was a team member here. Hello, Noah. Thank you for joining today. This is Kennywood Park, Amusement Park here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just kind of giving it a little try. They have various refreshment stands. The Golden Nugget over there does chocolate dip cones. They actually have a kiddie land here that has various miniature size rides for kids. And this is the auto race ride.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Recording for people. You can't do a shove for it, so you gotta tap.
The auto ride. It's a pretty cool old ride. It's been here since I have been a kid. And as you can see, the cars. Are kind of old-fashioned. We'll go around to the side so you can actually see the track. But this is the Kiddieland ride. I won't stay in here too long because I don't want to have too many of the kids, but this way you come around here to see the auto ride in action. But they have various little rides like the motorcycles, little swings for kids, flying elephants, a little Ferris wheel, a drop tower for kids. Thank you, Noah, for stopping by. Hello, Arjons. Thank you for joining. But this is the auto ride. It used to go a little bit faster, but they kind of tended to slow it down because it would be real bumpy. As you can see, the cars coming around at a slower pace. And this ride is pretty old. It's been here since I was a kid, and even way before that. It is actually designated as a National Historic Landmark here at Kennywood. Over in the background there is the Thomas Town. Hello, Amanda, the Lucky Minute. Thank you for joining. And this is the flying elephant ride that they have here in the Kiddieland section. In fact, we're not going to stay in here too much longer because I don't want to have too many since there's a lot of kids in here and families. Kennywood Park is a family-friendly amusement park, and they still do school picnics here. And a lot of the school districts have a designated day that they sell tickets and their community comes and enjoys a day here. They also have annual season passes because this place is only open from mid-April to after Labor Day and weekends in September, and then they switch over to Halloween horror nights. But here's the auto racer ride. They also have a game alley, which we'll be walking through. There are 3 wooden roller coasters here. The beginning of the entrance is the Jackrabbit, the Racer, and then they have the Thunderbolt, which we'll be walking by shortly. And this is one of their refreshment stands. One side sells ice cream treats and ices. The other side sells hot dogs and chicken fingers. And hot sausages. And this area is the game area. They have various games like the pong pool, the goblet pitch, lights up. They also have roller bowler. And this is the new Thomas area. So if your kids like Thomas, the tank engine, you can come and ride various rides from his friends. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a very nice park. As you can see in the background there, that wooden roller coaster is called the Thunderbolt. Thomas, the tank engine area, that's new from last year. And they also have the Raging Rapids ride that's over here. We'll go over and take a look. I also have a previous video or live stream of when I was on the train, and you can see down over the hillside of the Monongahela River and one of the old steel mills that's still in production here in Pittsburgh. I don't know how much you'll be able to see of the Raging Rapids ride. Yeah, this area is pretty popular, and the rides are also designed so the parents can join their kids if they like to on the ride. This ride that we're walking over towards is called the Raging Rapids ride. It's way better than Kelly River Rapids. You do end up getting soaked, as you can see. And they used to have a waterfall that you definitely don't come off dry here. Unfortunately, Kennywood doesn't allow people to film on the rides, even with a GoPro. I checked the website to see what rides or anything, and they tell you you absolutely cannot. They do have a lot of POVs on their Kennywood channel of YouTube of the various roller coasters and stuff. If you do like the stream, like I said, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel or you haven't subscribed and you like what you see. Make sure you hit the notification button. That way you'll get notified when we do go live at times. And please share out the stream if you're new, if you like to also. You could always. But this is like the closest I can get to the ride for you guys to see. But you do end up getting soaked on that particular ride. Off in the distance there, it's called Kenneth Ghostwood Estates. It's kind of like a mixture of the Haunted Mansion and a Buzz Lightyear ride where you get to power blast the ghosts that live in there. Yeah, now once we do get to 200, we will have a subscriber giveaway for 200 subscribers. So be sure to share out the stream and share out to your friends. we can wait for the train to come back in to the station. It actually features Thomas the Tank Engine on the front. Inside here is a gift shop that you could buy various Thomas items. We'll take a look inside real quick. My only thing is right now I'm not sure where it lags or doesn't lag, so hopefully we're not lagging. And then they also have like a play area if your kids just kind of need a break. But you could see there the kid play area. And then, like I said, they have a gift shop. And you can buy various Thomas trains. Hey, Kevin, Orlando Parks Rover, thanks for joining. I'm back out here at Kennywood, just trying to show some different areas. Thank you, Chris. And this is some of the items that you can buy inside the gift shop. We'll go down by the game so you can see the game row. I thought maybe the train would come back. Usually it takes about 20 minutes. It also looks like it's getting ready to storm, so I don't see any of the coasters up and running. But they have an old-fashioned fish pond. You can pick 3 fish for $2, and they have little pools that you can catch the fish. And if you do get a certain number, you end up winning one of the big prizes there. Yeah, yes, Kevin, I'm back at Kennywood. We have a season pass, so we do come out often. And sometimes I ride different things. Sometimes I just come to eat and walk around. Just depends on how busy it is. Today it isn't overly busy. And like I said, up here it's the Kenneth Ghostwood Estates. It's just kind of like the mixture of the Haunted Mansion and Buzz Lightyear, where you get to blast the ghosts in the haunted house.
Oh, they're in the cart.
This is the Thunderbolt roller coaster. We'll kind of go in under the bridge here. When you do ride the Thunderbolt, you do need a partner. You can always ask them and they can find you a partner. But it's usually they like you to already have the partner there. It looks like they're only running one car on here today.
You can ride it next if they want.
Back in the distance there is called the Phantom Revenge. And you can see the turtle ride in the background. But there is the hill for the Phantom's Revenge lift. Yes, the park has expanded fairly well. The one area that we'll go in is called the Lost Kennywood. Back there used to be a swimming pool back in the early 70s through about 1979. They had a swimming pool there, and then they decided to put in a loop coaster called the Laser Loop. And then eventually, after a while, the Laser Loop, I believe in the 1989, they started building what they call the Steel Phantom, and they did rename it the Steel Phantom because they took out various loops. Yes, they do sell Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. That's one of my favorites. I used to work at that stand, and whenever I was in college, this was a great place to work because if you're a good employee, team member as they called them here, you got invited back to work here, and it was a great job for kids in the summertime and college students because once you started working here, you were guaranteed a position every year until you decided to no longer come back. I worked here until I became a cast member at Disney World for the Disney College program, and I actually stayed on a year at Disney and then chose to come back to Pittsburgh because of my family and everything here. We'll get a little bit closer to where that Phantom's Revenge. I was waiting to see when a car would be coming for the Thunderbolt. My nephew and niece are actually in the park somewhere at the end of stream a little bit later here so I could find out where they're at. And the coaster's getting ready to come down the hill. That area where the coaster kind of swung around is called the bowl area, and then eventually it goes down over the hillside and swings back around to the station. One of the neat things for Kennywood is when they built a lot of their coasters here, they were able to use the natural hillside, so they didn't have to really build pretty high up for the coasters to go through the hills. And they were able to use the natural hillside, which saved a lot of money in building. As you can see, the Phantom's Revenge, and it'll be flying down around the bend, and then we'll see it go down over the hillside. Unfortunately, there's no way of getting there to see a lot of the hillside unless I'm actually on the ride, which then I can't film for you. Yes, right here is the potato patch where you can get fresh cut fries with cheese, bacon. You can do them plain and then have oil, the salt and vinegar. They have various seasoning salts, or you can get gravy on them. They're pretty delicious. They're pretty popular. A lot of people love the potato patch. Thank you for stopping in, Kevin. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And thank you for joining, Kevin. Have a good day. We'll see if they're getting ready to do another coaster on the Thunderbolt there. I did an earlier stream on there and you'd be able to see inside the Noah's Ark. Yeah, I actually did inside the Noah's Ark. Down that way is a gift shop and various games. We'll walk down that way in a little bit. And unfortunately, they're only running one car because they're just getting up and running, and a lot of the kids that work, the students that work here, or young adults haven't gotten here yet. So if you're from the Pittsburgh area, hello Wiley Farm fan member. Thank you for joining. We are here at Kennywood Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, waiting to see if the Thunderbolt coaster will be coming around. Give you another view of the Phantom's Revenge. I will not be streaming on the coaster because they don't allow you to, and even with a GoPro, I had looked into it, they don't allow you to stream or film on the coasters, and if you do, it's kind of like better hold on to your phone and not let them see you do it. But eventually I do end up going. Unfortunately, I won't be riding any of the rides while I'm on live stream. I can only show them. But there goes the Phantom's Revenge. We'll get a closer look at the track in a little bit here. That was the Thunderbolt coaster. It does 2 loops around the front bowl area. Here it comes around for the second time. And it does fly around pretty much.
Now the Squirtle.
Over there you can buy corn dogs and funnel cakes at that stand. Over there is the Noah's Ark ride. It's actually a walk-through ride. But that's Noah's Ark. The boat does move when you're walking through. We're going to take a walk over this way. That's the turtle ride. Yeah, I'll have to check about a show. If not, later this summer I will make sure I show one of the shows, because a lot of their shows don't get up and running until the summer. This area here is called the Lost Kennywood of Pittsburgh. It's kind of a tribute to Luna Park, which was in Pittsburgh in the 1900s, but then there was an accident where one of the animals got out and they ended up closing the park. I'm sorry if it's bumpy, I could only use my tripod here. But this area is called the Lost Kennywood. They have a gift shop, a small potato patch. We'll watch the rapid one car come down over the hill here. They actually don't have the log jumper here anymore. They're putting in a new steel curtain roller coaster, which I'll go back to the lagoon area and show you. That ride there, that's one of the types of things. I don't feel like getting wet today, or I probably would show you. But just because it's going to get ready to rain here, as you can see, the clouds are getting pretty dark. But we'll go around here so you can see they have a couple gift shops here where you can buy your Kennywood souvenirs. They sell various t-shirts, keychains, bags, bubble blowers. We'll go in here just real quick. Sunglasses if you need them. License plates. They have glasses. Yeah, you do get pretty soaked on that particular ride. And this is some of the souvenirs that you can buy. They have a stuffed animal room, so maybe your kids are trying a game or you don't really want to play the games to try to win souvenirs. Try to win a prize, you can buy them. I think this is kind of like a wallet change holder, cups. The big signature thing are these Kennywood arrow type of things. They have smaller sizes, or you can actually buy a wooden sign. And there's Kenny Kangaroo. He's kind of like the mascot of Kennywood, kind of like what Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and them are. You can buy sunscreen if you forgot it. Various cups, t-shirts. They have kid sizes and adult sizes, and various sweatshirts, keychains, candy. Actually, if I preferred, I would love to be living in Orlando again and going to Disney World. This place is adequate enough, but Disney World actually has better entertainment that no other place kind of replicates. You know, if you want your amusements and stuff, this place is great. But if you want some entertainment and characters and stuff, Disney World and Disneyland are great places to visit. But this kind of holds off, considering I don't live in Orlando, or I would actually be at the parks all the time down there. And not just Disney, I do Universal and SeaWorld and all of them. And probably visit Busch Gardens. This ride's called the Swing Shot ride.
You're clear. Swing shot riders, sit up straight, hold on tight, keep your head against the headrest, down the top. Swing ride on the swing shot.
That ride's called the Swing Shot. And as you can see, you go pretty high in the sky. And as you can see, the Phantom's Revenge is getting ready to come down around this particular bend. Revenge. Actually, I'm gonna walk back around to the main lagoon area because I need to contact my niece and nephew who are here at the park and find out where they're at, since I only have my one phone here and I'm actually streaming on it. But they have your typical carnival rides. Yeah, it's a pretty cool coaster. And actually, when it first opened, was called the Steel Phantom, and they actually had a butterfly corkscrew loop and a regular loop, but people were complaining that it was going too fast, and so they took out the loop and called it the Phantom's Revenge, as you can see there. And it's pretty fast. It goes flying down the hill, and they kind of kept some of the bunny hops on there. I have to go back to the lagoon. And then this is called the Music Express. We won't hang out here too much because I don't want to get any type of copyright. And then we have the pirate ship ride over there. Just trying to give you an overview of the park. We've hit most of the rides. But this one's called the Music Express. And it kind of spins around pretty fast and has rock and roll music. And they have various games. They have the basketball game. This is the pirate ship ride, which swings like a pendulum back and forth. And then up here is the Barren Curve, which is a bobsled ride. And they also have a 4D movie. That's inside there. And it looks like they're doing a movie by Dwayne Johnson and Thomas and Friends. Last year they actually had the Lego movie version of that. And this is called the Yeah, it's a pretty interesting theater there. Last year they did the Lego movie. They did a little version. Kind of cute. Just like going on the different 4D movie like the Muppet Vision or even Bug's Life, where they have different stuff. That ride there is called the Barren Curve. It's a bobsled ride that spins around pretty fast. Down that way are the bumper cars. This is another gift shop. And then they have the volcano ride over here, which eventually rises up and you're spinning around upside down. There's the pirate ship ride in the background. We'll give you a look at the volcano ride. But that's the volcano ride. Unfortunately, Kennywood doesn't allow you to video on the rides. So I won't be able to ride any of the rides. I can just show you them. And that there is called the Cosmic Chaos. We're going to work our way back down to the lagoon so you can see the steel curtain that's currently being built. Hopefully by midsummer it'll actually be up and running and ready to go. Everybody's anxiously awaiting that. That's the Cosmic Chaos. We're going to work our way back down to the lagoon, and I will end the stream. They have various refreshment stands. They actually put in a Johnny Rockets there. You can get milkshakes, burgers, chicken fingers, and I believe hot dogs at the Johnny Rockets. And then they have like a wishing well where you can throw your coins in and make a wish, and they donate it to the local children's hospital. And right here is a cafeteria restaurant. You go in, you can order chicken fingers, chicken basket. They have various sandwiches, salads, desserts. They have hot roast beef sandwich, shrimp basket, and pulled barbecue pork sandwich. We'll walk through the merry-go-round pavilion, and then we'll go down to the bridge here. But in the background there is the merry-go-round. Yeah, Johnny Rockets is a favorite of ours. We like the homemade milkshakes. And this is called the Parkside Cafe. And like I said, in there you can get sit-down meals. It has a very nice porch. And this was actually when this building first opened, and it's a historical landmark. Most of the buildings and rides here are that. When this park first opened, it was a family-owned amusement park owned by two families in the area, but they have since sold the park to one of the major amusement park owners. So it's kind of changed a little bit. When it was family owned, they really took care of like a lot of the landscaping and everything. Not to say that the company that's running it now doesn't take care of it, but they run it a little bit differently than when it was family owned. But it's still a very popular park for all the families and visitors. When you do come to Pittsburgh, you usually include a trip to Kennywood. And now if they offer the season passes, it can be quite busy on some days. And that's the merry-go-round, and they still have the old-fashioned music and that little band system there plays the music. But we'll come over here and you can see the construction of the steel curtain coaster. They used to have a ride called the Sky Coaster, but since they're building this new roller coaster, it looks like that particular ride will probably end up not being there anymore, or they'll have to reconfigure it. And the Sky Coaster is where you paid to go up and be dropped and you swung through the air. But right over here is the new steel curtain coaster, which you can currently see is still in construction. Probably, unfortunately, with all the rainy and cold days in Pittsburgh, it's probably slowed down their construction type of thing. Over there is the racer. And various game buildings. That white coaster over there is called the Jackrabbit. And then they have a various refreshment stands. As you can see the coaster there in the background of the Jackrabbit. That actually has a double dip coaster. They also have another dark ride called Garfield's Nightmare. And then they also have another coaster called the Skyrocket, which is down right now because they had a small fire and they've been waiting for a part to come in. And it's been taking forever for that to get up and running. But this ride is very anticipated because it's one of the first launch coasters in this area for this park. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I know it's getting kind of late and various other people will be going live, and I'd rather not cut into their time. So I do thank you for joining. And like I said, if you enjoyed the stream, please hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. This is AJC Magic TV. I have a magical evening. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a great night. Thank you, Chris, and thank you for coming along. I do appreciate that. And I will see all of you. Have a magical evening. Thank you. Bye.